Once again, welcome to Travel Nightmares with Nika, and I'm the nightmare here because I'm black. Ha ha ha, racist joke about myself. Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank everyone, basically my friends and my friends who watched my channel previously and gave me good comments, really good comments, because it really helped me implement whatever I learned during that past one video here. So I'm going to try again. So I hope it's better or it's worse. It can be either one of it, but I don't care because I'm a nightmare. Ha ha ha. Yay. Okay, so first, before I start this channel, I would like to talk about something which I read today morning. So today I was doing something and then I read about the Guardian, about this Paralympics runner, Kate. So she's representing Great Britain in the Paralympics, in Olympics this summer in Rio, for the Summer Olympics. Yay! Hot! I hate, prefer winter, but yes, she's representing Great Britain, which is amazing when, you know, she has cerebral palsy, and you know, it's a great accomplishment. It's not something which we should undermine because, yeah, everyone can do it. She's the proof. So Great Britain is now taking away her vehicle which she can compete with, the funds to get her vehicle which she can compete with in this Olympics, which is this coming end of April. So I hope this video can offer some form of support, saying that we have all been Kate once, we have all been there, and somehow if you really want it, the universe gives it to you somehow. So I pledge for Kate I pledge for Kate to go to Paralympics because she deserves it, and yes, I support her. Let's all support Kate. Second, getting back to the channel. So since last week when you watched my channel, you know that I'm going to talk about everything which no one talks about while traveling. So basically I'm going to say everything you don't ever want to hear or you fail to acknowledge. You can hate me, you can like me, but this is going to help you. So today's topic is I'm going to break every myth about passport privileges. So this few months the buzz has been going on Facebook and every social media, the best passports in the world, the 10 best passports in the world and everything. I'm from Malaysia. I have a pretty damn good passport. You know, I can go to about 164 countries and visa-free countries. But I'm going to say the flaws of having a passport which allows you to travel to 100 over countries visa-free. Number one, having a privileged passport is like a chocolate cake. So, what do I mean by it's like a chocolate cake? So, when your birthday comes or when you're on a period, you eat a whole big piece of cake or whole cake if possible. Well, I eat a whole cake. So yes, and then you don't fit in your jeans and you gain 60 pounds. The initial moment is really good, tastes good, you are happy, you feel like you can conquer the world. After that, you get depressed because you can't lose the weight which staggers on your ass. Well, if anyone wants to attack me right now by saying I am being sizist or I'm fat shaming people, no, I'm not fat shaming anyone. I'm just saying the truth. We all have our subconscious self-awareness that we want to be healthy. So yes, and it's exactly the same thing. When you get your visa-free, the passport privilege, you say, you get to travel, yes, to every country easily. But the drawbacks is that you will never get to stay in a country more than the certain period of time. So for those who have this visa-free travel like me, like I did, I didn't know this. I was really excited about it the first time. I was like, yes, visa-free travel, I'm going to conquer the world. I can do everything. No, I can only visit the country. That's what I realized. I had a lot of hard time actually getting a visa to either stay in Romania for a longer period of time to explore the country or in the Schengen, because they were asking me for reasons on why I would want to be in that country. And it's hard because right now our world is becoming very creative. We are all becoming inventive. We are all doing something on our own. and we are capable of it. And when you are capable of doing something like that, you don't want to force yourself to be in an institution. So when you don't want to force yourself to be in an institution, it makes it harder for you to get a visa to stay in the country. Unlike people who have already had to apply for a visa, for a tourist visa, they can easily apply for a longer period of stay, for like a permit or something. Because it's easier, they don't have to apply for this pre-visa. Like me, I had to apply for an extension of my visa-free travel. And they asked me every single document which you wouldn't have known they existed on planet Earth. Going through bureaucracy is worse than walking through the pledge of hell. Let me tell you that. Second thing is that it's hard if you're a hardcore traveler and your only intention is to travel and go back, then it's fine. If you have the finances for it, the funds for it, then it's fine. Be happy with the passport privilege. But if you don't, and you're looking forward to being somewhere longer, or you're looking forward to staying in the European Union, like in the Schengen regions, you have 90 days maximum for your passport privilege for 26 freaking countries. I'll take 90 days to explore a whole country. So 26 countries in 90 days is freaking impossible. Not impossible unless if you do one country, one train station at a time. That's not really traveling, is it? So, exactly my point. You find a hard time to actually apply for a visa. You will find a hard time to actually apply for something that can keep you more than 90 days because you already used your privilege. You're a privileged child. After that, people don't care about you. You have to go through all the struggles, scrape down dirt, swim and jump through hoops if possible to get shit done. So yes, it's not the exact privilege. And the third thing is, we become ignorant. Personally speaking, it was based on personal experience and personal reflection and personal observation. So I'll divide this last segment into 3 parts. Personal reflection first. Why personal reflection? Because initially when I started to travel, this is what I did in the airport. Malaysian passport. I don't have my passport with me. It's in my bag, but it's okay. Malaysian passport. What can you do? I have visa-free travel. Why? Because I was in my continent. I know that if I escape to Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, my time is done. I get to come back to my home country, sleep in my own home with pure comfort. I did the same exact thing when I exited my airport, leaving to Europe for good. I did the exact same thing and I reached the airport. And they were like, you have 30 more days, you have to either get a permit or extend your visa. Do whatever you can, you have to do that. How hard can it be? That's what I thought. It took me a whole year to get that thing done. For a visa. For a visa, it took me a whole year. I have gotten visas from China, for Bangladesh, those countries. But it didn't take me that long. It took me maximum 2 weeks to get it. I decided to save 100 euros because I have a passport privilege. I eventually end up spending that same 100 euros to get an extension to stay here in the Schengen. So yes, that is my personal reflection. Never be boastful about your passport privilege because it's a big, cute chocolate cake which gets you fat. Yeah, I need to lose weight for summer and I have an attention span of a Labrador. Just realize that. Second thing is observation. I've personally observed among my friends whom I love dearly, but I've personally observed it among my friends, among people who I care about, among travelers who I meet. We all have some sort of a very good passport. There are people, some of my friends who don't have them, but there are a lot of them who do have them too. And most of the times we are all very arrogant about our passport privilege. We feel like it's easy to do anything, it's easy to travel. Yes, of course, it's easy to travel. Phew, what's the problem? Visas is like biscuits, you know? But after this experience, I realized it's not a biscuit. It's a huge, huge, huge wedding cake. I don't know why I'm talking about food, but I'm really hungry, I guess. Haven't eaten for the whole day. Because of you guys, because I want to do a video for you guys. Yes. So this is my personal observation. Never be arrogant about your passport privilege, because it's only a privilege in your comfort zone. If you're European, it's a privilege in Europe. It's not a privilege in Asia. Same goes to me. Same goes to everyone else. And mosquito. Finally, the third thing was my personal experience. So for those who live in Europe, you are familiar with BlaBlaCar. It's this hitchhiking, semi-hitchhiking thing which you can get to travel across borders. It's cheaper than trains, it's good. So I was with this girl. I'm not going to tell which country she's from. She is from country X, let's say. So traveling across Europe, and she has one of the best passports in the world. Let's put it at that. And we were in the car talking about politics, food, immigration, and yada yada yada. And then she was like, oh well, it's so easy for me to travel, since my passport is so good. And yeah, it's like I just started traveling right now, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as hard as that. Maybe it's because of your country you have such a big problem. And I was like, bitch, are you serious? I'm from Malaysia. I have a bloody damn good passport. And she was like, Asians have good passport? Yes. Don't be that person, because your passport is good in your comfort zone. Because there are good things and bad things about having a passport privilege. And I told you all the bad things. You know all the good parts. I don't need to highlight them for you. But now you know all the bad side effects. And for those who always say feel bad or feel miserable because they have to do a visa, remember this. You would find a much more easier time finding a permit in any country you have to take a visa than us, where we have to make a new visa. So yes, always keep your head up high for those who have to make a visa, because you have an equal amount or even a bit more privileges than us, as much as we do as a privileged passport holders. So there's no such thing as privileged passport. Every passport is equal with pros and cons. It's a way the system makes us feel good about ourselves or our country. But at the end of the day, we are all a big, huge nightmare, since it goes with my channel. Yeah. So yes, this is all about the phantom of the passport privilege. So I'm going to come back to you for the next video with a mortifying story which made me morbid at the end of the day, and you are going to have such a good time listening to it. Sayonara, adios, tschüss, bye-bye. And this is Nika from Travel Nightmares with Nika.